Blunt Talk with LT episode 59. This episode is brought to you by StackWap.com. StackWap.com/shop. Shop for your SGE merch. And download every episode of Blunt Talk with LT on StackWap.com as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We growing out here. We about to make that 1,000 subscriber threshold. We're on our way there. Just make sure you subscribe if you watch the channel. It helps a lot, and I appreciate it. So, yeah. And also, subscribe to Blunt Talk with LT on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all that shit. Get those audio downloads because there's also extra segments in the audio that doesn't quite make the video sometimes, and we have extra material for the audio. So make sure you download the audio because there's extra shit that you might be missing out on. All right, so first thing we getting into BlueFace. BlueFace made it rain, basically came through the hood. Not even the hood. He was downtown LA. Where was he? Downtown LA. Came through, stepped on top of his whip and started making it rain. So, do I got that video here somewhere? I'm sure I got that shit somewhere. Here we go. BlueFace. All right, so he's making it rain. As you can see, people are scrambling for money and shit. I don't know what type of bills he has there. I don't know if it's ones, fives, 20s, hundreds. I don't know, but he's making it rain. It's his way of donating to the actual people and people that need money. I don't know. People are roasting him online saying people don't actually get money from that and they're just making a mockery of themselves for, chump change, and no one's really actually getting any type of money out of this. You might get a few bucks and you're making an ass of yourself. Instead of handing people bills, you're making people degrade themselves for bills. That's what people are saying. But at the end of the day, if you're not donating money, I don't feel like you should have a say. Anybody that has their own charitable fund or they're donating money and they have a say and they feel like, okay, you're doing it this way, this is not the right way to do it, they have their opinion, cool. Their opinion could be valid. Who wants to hear it? That's up to whoever wants to hear it. But for me, if you don't donate money, if you haven't given away any of your own personal made money, then I don't feel like you have the right to kind of criticize BlueFace on how he decides to donate his money. Could he have done it a better way, and in a general sense of giving money? Yeah, it's better than just you could have just handed people money opposed to just throwing them the bills. But my opinion doesn't matter because I'm not donating my personal money to the citizens yet because I'm not to that point. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing it, so I don't have room to criticize him on how he wants to distribute his donated money. But I don't know if that's the best for tax purposes because it's cash. It's hard to kind of verify how much you actually give. But I don't know if he's doing it for those purposes. Maybe he just wanted to give back to the people in the community. BlueFace has been in headlines for the past couple days because BlueFace also made remarks to actor/comedian Shiggy and dancer, whatever the hell you want to capitalize, whatever you want to categorize Shiggy as, and Lil Duval. He basically was ripping Lil Duval at a concert saying that, you're a comedian, you're not a rapper, we don't take you seriously, I'm a professional rapper, X, Y, and Z. And he also said to Shiggy that, we're not taking you serious out here. He was in Shiggy's face saying it's Shiggy on camera and saying that, we don't take comedians serious in the rap game and he's a professional rapper and he really does it and blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people had a problem with BlueFace saying that. A lot of people say BlueFace is trash, so he has no room to say that. I feel like it could be the right message from the wrong person, but not really at the same time. If you're a comedian, you're an actor, you're whatever, and you actually have a hit, and you can make that hit do something, then you have a hit. I don't really categorize you as a rapper. I wouldn't be like, okay, Lil Duval's a rapper, or Lil Duval's a singer. Lil Duval's a comedian, an entertainer. If he makes a song, he made two hit songs, then he has 2 hit songs. I still don't categorize him as a rapper, but others may. I don't know. as some, I understand it as a rapper. You look at other people and you categorize them differently. Because for me, I don't care if Shiggy drops a song and Shiggy has, like, for me, you're not a real rapper until you actually take the shit serious, and that's what you actually do, and that's like your number one occupation. So for me, I don't take that shit seriously. But when you see these the Cash Me Outside girl ending up having a career in rap, so it's like the threshold of what a rapper is and what an artist isn't really dictated by the amount of skill, the professionalism of which you think you display in your craft. It's just like anybody could really qualify or say they're whatever they want to say. At the end of the day, people are fucking identifying as fucking whatever, you know what I mean? People are identifying as mythical creatures nowadays, so you can't say what whoever wants to label somebody, but you could only apply to what you feel you take serious in that category. I don't take Lil Duval serious, so I feel what BlueFace is saying, but I don't really take BlueFace serious either as an artist. It's like, I don't listen to BlueFace, but I understand he's an artist. He has bookings. He performs. He's a rapper. I wouldn't, like, I don't take him serious, but I still categorize BlueFace as a rapper regardless of talent or success or whatever. I still categorize him as a rapper. I don't really categorize Lil Duval as a rapper, but it is what it is. All right, moving on to other topics. There's a bunch of leaks, a bunch of nude leaks this weekend, and even this week. But a lot of the shit's been capped, and it came like first. The sex tape dropped, and okay, no, let's get to Steph Curry first. Steph Curry's his nudes leaked. Wow, fail. I always fail. I have one of these like every fucking episode where I fucking stumble over a couple of words. Steph Curry's nude leaked, and it actually wasn't Steph Curry's nudes. It was fake. The internet got to the bottom of it, seen the clear Photoshop, seen the problems with the inconsistencies of tattoos and so on and such forth. So Steph Curry was, because it was weird too when people heard that Steph Curry's nudes leaked. They're like, "Where's Aisha's?" And they're like, "Oh, Aisha Curry's nudes didn't leak, but Steph's did. That's weird. Was he sending his nudes to somebody?" Everyone just started having these weird questions, and I knew something was wrong when I heard that Steph's nudes leaked, but Aisha's didn't. It wasn't no sex tape or something. So I was like, But he could be like, they could be sexting and doing shit to each other. So there's a possibility of someone hacking iClouds or all sorts of stuff in phones and all. Who the fuck knows? But basically, we got to the bottom of it. Steph Curry's nudes were fake, and none of the shit actually leaked. It was just some bullshit concocted by the internet because there was a lot of nudes being leaked in around that same time. The baby also went on Twitter that said and said, "I don't send nudes." So he kind of denounced his nudes leaking because he had some sort of nudes leaking on the internet, and it was like a big trending topic. But he denounced his nudes. I don't know. There's no verification on his nudes being real or fake. He just denies it. So if he denies it, then you just got to really take his word. People aren't taking A$AP Rocky's word for denying his leaks because the tattoos correlate, and then people try to say, oh, his voice, his moans are, we'll pause, but they're trying to say his voice, it kind of matches up and it's distinct that it's him. So A$AP didn't get out of his leaks. People are still putting it on him. It's kind of, I feel like that's kind of whack. I don't know if it's his representation or him that denied his leaks, but if you have your shit leak or someone say if you, okay, your nudes leak somehow, you're a celebrity, your nudes leak. Someone hacked your phone, someone hacked your iCloud, something happened, your nudes got out there. If you deny it, that it's yours, and then people confirm that it's you, it looks bad on you because it's like, yeah, you don't want your nudes to leak, but when you deny it and it gets confirmed that it's you, it's like you're not proud of your nudes. You're not proud of you. It's like that makes you look bad. It's like, of course, A$AP Rocky wasn't nudes leaked. It was a sex tape. So that's different. It's not just being proud of you. It's being proud of your performance. So I'm not sure that he denied it, but his team denied it when it first initially came out. And it's been stripped from all sorts of platforms, all porn sites, all social media sites. You can't really find it out there unless you screenshotted that shit and screen recorded it from your phone. That tape's gone. It's gonna be hard pressed to find that shit, but it's gonna be re-uploaded again. Nothing dies from the internet forever. Somebody has that shit. At the end of the day, you can't deny it if there's tattoos showing, and it's like, well, I said before you can actually deny because people do have copycat tattoos, but if everyone believes something, even if it isn't true, everybody believes it, and perception is reality at some point. Kind of sucks, but yeah. There's no way of verifying the baby when the baby says the baby's leaks weren't, his nudes weren't leaked. But he didn't get a negative response. So him denying it doesn't even fucking matter. Because if it comes out to fucking be him, it doesn't fucking matter. You got a positive fucking review for most of the internet. Pause. I don't really give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm not checking for nobody's nudes. I'm just doing the news, nigga. All right. Moving on to Adele. Okay, so Adele lost a bunch of weight. She posted these two pictures, these Christmas pictures, and kind of shook the whole internet, because to me, I look at her and I'm like, who is this? This is a different person. I don't even recognize her. I don't know if it's just the black and white in the pictures. I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of looking at it still, and I'm zooming in and I'm like, is this Adele really? Looks like a whole different person. Yeah, well, I'm not like a big Adele fan or anything, so I don't really know what she looks like on the normal, and I can't really remember. I gotta go back to one of her bigger pictures when she was bigger in the past. But to me, this looks like a whole different person. She looks more of like a star here. She looks more of like celebrity excellence here. She looks a little more. Well, I don't want to disrespect and try to say she didn't look that way when she was bigger, but I don't know, these pictures. Yeah, but the internet went crazy for a little bit. After seeing that weight loss, that dramatic weight loss. But as a celebrity, you disappear for a few months, you can do your thing, you get your shit done, you can get that weight loss. I don't know if this was natural workout weight loss or this was some sort of surgery, but from the look of it, it looks like she actually just lost that weight from either diet or exercise, because usually when you see those type of surgeries, you see the body's looking a little weird, like the weight being taken out of the stomach, but the arms still look fat and they have this gorilla look. She doesn't have that. Well, judging from this picture, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to make too much presumptions until I see more of her on camera. But for the most part, lost a healthy amount of weight and is looking a lot better. So, shout out to Adele. What else do we got here? Let's see. Oh, shit, Kawhi. Okay, so Kawhi Leonard's uncle was at it again, but not really at it again. This is old news that the Lakers decided to leak before the Christmas matchup. Interesting time for their media to leak the news. But Kawhi Leonard's uncle was making some wild demands and requests when he was trying to negotiate with the Raptors and the Lakers. And the Lakers are leaking the story that he requested, what do we got here? He requested equity in the team, all sorts of illegal shit that you can't fucking get. Let's see what he got. Fuck, man. I gotta be more prepared for this shit. Yeah, so it doesn't really specify in this article here, but they're saying there are wild demands. And the most, for a plane too, he wanted a personal plane. He wanted endorsement deals guaranteed besides his actual contract, which is also something that's illegal in the CBA. So it's like Kawhi's uncle was doing a lot of fuck shit, trying to get a lot more than he should have got or could have got from the Lakers conventionally. But I see why he was trying to reach so hard, because it's like it doesn't do nothing for Kawhi to go on the Lakers with Anthony Davis and LeBron James when that's an automatic championship and there's no career legacy gain for that. It's like, yeah, you're a part of the toughest team of all time. Like, that team can't be beaten. Like, are you kidding me? So it's like, of course they made wild demands because they wanted to get way more out of it to make their shit a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Drawing blanks all through the day today. Just more beneficial for them, pretty much. But yeah, Lakers are slimy. Lakers media is always slimy for leaking news at the weirdest times and the most opportunistic times for themselves. So this isn't new news out of the Lakers media. Not surprised by this one bit. The list of the highest earning athletes of the decade came out. Floyd Mayweather topped that list, earning a reported $915 million this decade. Number 2 is Cristiano Ronaldo at $800 million. Number 3, Messi at $750. Number 4, LeBron James at $680 million. And number 5, Roger Federer at $640 million. And $640 million playing tennis is fucking wild, first of all. Surprising not to see a golfer on this list, but Tiger Woods wasn't that winning this decade, so it's not like he would have made that type of money this decade. That's more of a last decade type of money. Damn, that just shows soccer players make a lot of fucking money. You got 2 of the top 5 at number 2 and 3 on this list. Floyd Mayweather, obviously 900. Like Floyd Mayweather making the most is like, you kind of expect that because he made like what, 300 million off of one fight alone. So it's like, that type of money is ridiculous. They say, oh, you make that type of money for 12 rounds, 36 minutes in the ring. Not really, because it's months of training camp and all of that shit factors in. But nonetheless, for one fight, that type of money, that's his 915 million is like what, from spans like 6 fights, 6 or 7 fights. So that's pretty ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous. What else do I got here before I get the fuck out of here? I wanted to talk about, I have a GOAT list. Do I have a GOAT list? Yes, I have a GOAT list. Okay, we got Ray J. Ray J had to be on the GOAT list in some sort of capacity, but for me, Ray J is the greatest reality television star of all time. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, Kim Kardashian, the sex tape shit, made Kim Kardashian one of the biggest reality stars and one of the biggest global brands. That's Ray J's creation almost. I'm giving Ray J some credit for that. Ray J was one of the first people to really ride that wave of reality television. He had his own show. He's been on a bunch of shows. He's been on Love and Hip Hops and all that shit. He still is on Love and Hip Hop. But for me, the reason why I say that Ray J is the greatest reality television star of all time is because Ray J is one of the few reality stars that actually took his career to the next level and maintained while maintaining on reality TV. Because most people in reality TV make reality TV eat their life apart. Their life gets chewed up, screwed out. They fucking cheat on their significant other. They get coerced to do bullshit drama for ratings and shit. Their life gets fucked up from reality TV. Ray J stayed the same. He just brought out new products, made more money, elevated his career, elevated his perception, got married, created a family. Like, Ray J did it right on reality TV. He's still doing it too, and he's not one of these people that gets destroyed by the reality TV. He kind of elevates his career from every season that he does in reality TV. So I give Ray J that number 1 spot for the greatest reality television star of all time. Feel free to debate, but it's a losing one, I feel. I don't feel like you can name anybody. Well, the closest competition is Kim Kardashian. So if you're going to bring Kim Kardashian, I'm not going to debate with you. That's like anybody else, really and truly, I'm going to debate that shit because Ray J is the GOAT in that category. Speaking about getting your life fucked up from reality TV, Lyrica and Aone. It's like one of those hard fucking things to look at because you look at that and you're like, they clearly love each other. They're very emotional over each other. There's certain circumstances with the mothers getting involved in shit that kind of hinders the relationship from reaching where it needs to be reached. The reality TV, their whole Love and Hip Hop shit, the whole I feel like their shit was put in the forefront season after season. The whole first Lyrica cheating on Aone with Safari allegations from the past season, and then it makes Aone pretty much cheat on Lyrica the whole next season and confess and bring out that the girl that he cheated on with, and she was on the cast for a bit and trying to get into these fights and arguments. Basically all this messy shit for the reality show. I feel like most of it, well, there's some people that pretty much are just on Love and Hip Hop because their involvement with Lyrica. Lyrica's their whole fucking storyline. But I feel like a lot of these storylines and a lot of these things were for reality show. It boosted their notoriety on the reality shows. They were the main storylines and shit, but it destroyed their marriage. And it's like, I feel like a lot of this shit was like, you want to elevate your career, you want to stay in the limelight, you want to be popular and shit, you want to have the best storylines, but you also want to maintain your family. That's why I say Ray J's the GOAT. But at the same time, it's like they let their shit get torn the fuck apart. It's like you still see them love each other, but they cheated on each other, they did bad shit, and it's like, where do you go from there? It's a fucked up situation, because I look at it and I'm like, I'm just like cringing and shit, because it's like, for me personally, I would have to leave. But they have a child together and all that shit, but I would have to leave, because if you guys can't stay strong with each other throughout the strongest times or the most difficult times, and you can't trust each other and be faithful and loyal and all that shit, it's like you're gonna have to leave at some point, because anytime someone says something about your significant other, you're gonna fucking feel that they're cheating, or you're gonna believe it, and there's gonna be no trust. And then there's so-called Lyrica's side nigga that she has on the side that she has a place with or some shit, and she has a whole other relationship on the side. There's those allegations going on too. So it's like, if you try to put it back together, what are you actually putting back together? Are you actually putting back together a good foundation and a good relationship, or are you reaching at that point? And from Lyrica's side, I don't know if she can trust A1, because she probably feels like he's too damaged from her cheating that he's going to continue to cheat at any opportunity he has. As long as he's hot and girls are feeling him, he's going to cheat. That could be her perspective. So it's a very fucked up relationship situation to be in. It just shows how being the top person, the lead of a reality show, could really fuck up your shit for the storylines that they want to drive. Producers putting things in other people's ears, producers introducing certain people into situations that fuck up your shit and make your things untrustworthy. So producers just putting together these scenarios, because a lot of this shit is not, it's not like it's laid out scripted, but it's kind of laid out scripted, and you're going to shoot here with this person, and this person's going to come in, and it really does roll over, and people don't know how to separate that shit from the real life, and it fucks up people's real relationships in real life. So Lyrica and A1 are going through it right now. I don't even know if they're together, but just watching that reunion the other night it's like fucked up, yo. Let a reality show take, all your shit away. I'm gonna wrap up this episode. Blunt Talk we're a growing brand. Once we reach that subscriber threshold, once we hit that 1,000 subscribers, I can take this a lot more serious. I already do take it serious, but I can make it consume more of my time. I could have more interviews, more guests, more creative shows and shit. So make sure you subscribe and let somebody know about this. Share the channel, share the page, share a clip or whatever. Tell people to subscribe. Definitely going to be doing some giveaways when I reach 1,000 subscribers. Going to look out for the first 1,000 subscribers, obviously. I'm going to obviously, be grateful for every other subscriber, but the first 1,000 has gotten me to that point. So once I reach that threshold, I'm going to be organizing some giveaways for some G.O.A.T merch, for some SGE merch, and maybe some future other sponsors. We might give some giveaways, but I'm always trying to look out for the community and look back out for the supporters and the watchers of Blunt Talk with LT. So just make sure you subscribe, and we gonna be back. Yep.